never made a good video on this channel while looking put together, and I just don't think, I think the two, they don't go together, so this is what we're doing. I'm pretending like this back, like, hanging out bit is actually a choice. It's called a mullet. It's for when you don't want to get a mullet because you have a boyfriend and you're not a lesbian anymore. But, like, you want people to know that, like, you've been, like, you have played, like, yeah, this is basically homophobia. I am homophobic. So I have always been very into astrology because I'm a woman. So I have spent a lot of time being interested in astrology and talking about astrology to a boyfriend who doesn't care about astrology, but he does do a very good job of pretending to care, and I applaud him. So I've been thinking, like, how can I make this interesting, because I don't know a lot about astrology either. So honestly, me trying to explain it doesn't make sense because I don't know what I'm talking about. And then I thought, what's a thing that my boyfriend really likes that I can mesh the two and, you know, really have something that gets both of our interests. And then I thought, oh, holy shit, there is a thing that my boyfriend likes and doesn't shut up about that I hate, don't really care about, and it's cars. So in a process to make my boyfriend more interested in astrology and for me to hate cars just a little bit less, this is let's begin. So some of these, there are already cars out there named after star signs, which is wild to me because I thought, wow, flavor in car names. And then I realized, absolutely not. These aren't really, they're not doing it for me. There's a Dodge Aries. I will be talking about some of these more, and that's, you know, a official car name, but it's not. I think it kind of does give me Aries energy. It is a 6-seater car, which is the most Aries thing I can think of. We have another one. It's a Ford Taurus. I read the Wikipedia page for it to try and glean something to talk about. It's round, I guess, like a Taurus. Moving on, there's a Holden Gemini. I don't hate it, which is a bold thing for me to say about a car. So, go off, Kings. And well, it's Australian. It used to be a race car, so, like, I don't really know if that's a win for Geminis, but I don't love it. There's the Ford Scorpio. I don't remember what this looks like because I'm not interested enough in Scorpions. Sorry, you're boring. And I think there's definitely more, but now I'm just like, I don't care enough about the ones that are officially named it because you're boring. And I'm better. I know better. So these are now my takes for which car matches up to which astrology sign. Let's begin. Star sign. Anyways, for the Aquarius, we have the Toyota Camry, and the reason this is a match made in heaven is you look at an Aquarius and you're like, buddy, are you okay? And they're like, no, I'm living off Red Bull and Adderall, and that's pretty much what a Toyota Camry can live off. Where does it come from? It's Toyota Camry. Are they still making them? Because no one I know has ever bought a first-hand Toyota Camry. It's a second-hand Toyota Camry. And second, it's been quite nice, isn't it? It's got a dent. It's a mystery. Where's the dent come from? But will it quit? No. Just like an Aquarius, it's a mystery. But it's not a very exciting mystery. It just pretends to be. It's like, ooh, I'm an Aquarius, I'm edgy. No, you're not. You just were weird in high school, and isn't it time to let go of the fact that you were weird in high school? The Mazda Miata, or just a Miata. This car is so incredibly baby. It's amazing. It's like, I hate that term. I've ruined it really for myself. I went through a 6-month stage of saying it. Now it's dead to me, and it should be dead to you, but it's not dead to the Mazda Miata because it is just baby. You've definitely seen one of these on some girls' TikTok because girls love them. If you're a Pisces man, girls love you, but you are in fact a sook, and so are these cars. They need a lot of repairs just constantly. And they're really not worth it, are they? They're a bit slow, and that's what a Pisces is too. A bit slow. Our next car is Aries. And for the Aries, I've matched one of the most Australian cars in the world. So this is quite high stakes for the Aries, and I think they'll appreciate it because they are a Holden Commodore. Now, the Holden Commodore is one of the loudest, most bogan Australian cars. It's really paired quite well with guys named Dane in a Bit Tang t-shirt. And what's more Aries than a guy named Dane in a Bit Tang t-shirt? Like, if you know a guy named Dane, he's most likely born in Aries. I would like to say, bonus if it's a V6 car up badge to a V8. Because we know an Aries will talk themselves up more than they are worth. And that's what people who own Holden Commodores do too. Our next one is Taurus. And for the Taurus, well, there is the car Ford Taurus. That's fucking boring. And I think they're more like a Nissan Navara. And my only comment for this is they're big and unnecessary. And, you get one, and it just takes so much energy, doesn't it? It needs, like, constant. Have you seen a fuel tank on that? It's constant, and that's what a Taurus is, too. Our next car is, Holden also has a Gemini, which I have talked about that. But for a Gemini, I have chosen a BMW. Any BMW. Doesn't matter. I don't know the names of them. I don't care, because they're BMWs. BMWs are just flashy, but God, anyone that is either a Gemini or has a BMW and they're proud of it, they're so obnoxious you don't want to be around them, and that's why they go together. So, if you've been counting the order, our next car is the Cancer, and that goes with the Forester Subaru for the reason of it will break down. This car is not to be trusted because it will just unexpectedly collapse and it'll stop working. It'll take a lot to fix it, just like a Cancer. However, this car is not all bad because it has so much room. It's so inviting. You can fit all of your baggage in it, and that's what a Cancer is. It just wants to love and hold you and suffocate you until, it blows a head gasket somewhere inconvenient. Now you're stuck with it. Just this big car that you can't do anything with because it'll break down in another 6 months. The Leo, which is a Mitsubishi Lancer. Now, if you know anyone who owns a Mitsubishi Lancer, you know their 15-year-old girlfriend who they buy frozen cokes for and really talk themselves up. Now, I think Leos are massive wankers who think they're cooler than they are. And that's what people who drive Lancers are too. This car will have a custom kit on it so it looks really cool, but is it really cool? No, there's nothing under that hood, and it's just not worth it. They need you to know that they have arrived in their Mitsubishi Lancer, and not exciting, is it? It's just, there's the wanker and the Lancer. Our next car is the Virgo, and that's a Suzuki Swift, because that car is tiny, but it is speedy, and it is efficient. This car, is it shat on a lot? Yeah, it is, because it's just has a certain name for itself, doesn't it? It's a Suzuki Swift, it's not very cool, is it now? But if you need a car that will get you from A to B a little bit quicker than you intended or expected, this is the car for you. Our next car is the Libra, the Subaru Impreza, specifically the 2012 model. Because let me tell you something about the Subaru Impreza and Libras. This Subaru Impreza is bought by girls for their first car. And these girls have too much money to be owning a car like that. Will they do anything cool with it? No. They'll just own it. It's wanky and just a bit obnoxious, like the Libra. It's a bit too showy, like the Libra. And, well, yeah. I just don't like Libras, do I? Anyway, our next car is something I've insulted more. The Scorpio. And the Scorpio, there's no car written. Because if you know a Scorpio, they don't have a car. They either can't drive, never learnt to drive, or they could drive and they got their license taken away, or their car. If you know someone that's a Scorpio, they're constantly sending to the group chat, how are we getting there? Someone give me a lift. You run when you see a Scorpio, ask for a lift. They're just messy. And, I mean, thank God they don't have a car, because it would also be messy. Just need to... Now, the Sagittarius is another Australian car that we love, and it's the AU Falcon. This car is just a Falcon. Like a Sagittarius, they're fun and they're exciting. You don't really want your mum to know about it, but it's fun and exciting, and you can take it drifting, and it's so cool and so exciting. You're not going to drive it to work, though, are you? Because it's a bit bogan, isn't it? It's a bit too exciting, if you'd ask me. And that's how the Sagittarius is. Just a bit much. And finally, our last car is the Capricorn, who gets the Ford Territory. Where's the flavour? Unlike the Subaru Forester, this car will get you everywhere, forever, but it's boring. It's big, but not particularly exciting. Really screams, come on, kids, we're gonna be late for fucking soccer practice. Get your shoes on. And it's just a Ford Territory. Nothing wrong with that. It's not very exciting, and that's how I feel about Capricorns as well. So this has been that's however comprehensible. Who knows? I'll find out. If you like this, please go watch my one other good video. Or any of the other ones, but this is my one good one, if I can work out how to put a thing in. Bye! I typed this up in my notes app on my phone, and I could read it on my phone, but now that it's on my computer, I can't read what I've written. And, I'm not putting my glasses on to see my computer. That's embarrassing. But, I'm gonna have to make a Google Doc and then change the font to, 16. No, I just have to zoom in. Why can't I zoom in on my notes app? I hate it here.